Once again, we welcome you to this segment of Imba Nasi, Sing With Us. And today, on this auspicious moment, we are hosting a beautiful choir, the Women Ministries Choir, that is Migori Central SDA Church Women Ministries Choir. Aye, women God are using, Our woman God is using. Nikitamba to our Java, they have beautiful berets. Ladies, you look awesome. That's the wow moment. Yes, that's the part you get to do this. Welcome to Imba Nasi. You may want to introduce yourselves. We can start with you.
Oh, thank you, Naomi. I'm Jacqueline Smith.
I'm Phyllis Atieno. Irene Williams.
Okay, thank you very much. So without much ado, we want to hear a story about the Women Ministries Choir. I know not all the churches have Women Ministries Choir. We have a lot of the church choir, we have youth choirs, we have ambassadors, but Women Ministries Choir is not common. So, how did you begin, Jackie?
Well, thank you. This journey began back in 2020. I remember when women from this church attended a congress in Uganda. There were so many things that took place. So they fall in love with almost everything. But above all, singing was the major one. So they thought that, how about if we take this one back at home? Then yes, they came back and then we formed a group. We started singing. Most of our songs were hymn. So we sang. Then we had so many challenges also along the way. Why are you laughing? Yeah.
Yes, you may want to mention especially whose dream it was back then. You may want to give her a shout out.
Of course.
All right, so as you were saying, there was a group that went to Uganda. So kindly proceed.
Okay, actually this idea came from Juliet Abisai.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought of it and then he shared the idea with the rest of the members who were there. Then they saw it well that we start singing. Mm-hmm. So we came back and we started singing. But there was also a member who played a role in it, a major role in it, and he was the coordinator. In fact, he's the one who opened the WhatsApp group, and that is where I found myself. Uh-huh. This group was called Women of Virtue.
Women of Virtue. That was the theme for the Uganda conference.
Okay.
Yes.
So this coordinator was none other than Roosevelt.
Oh.
Yeah, it was you. So feel good that you are the founder and you are the people who inspired us to reach where we are today.
Oh, we thank God.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we started singing. Most of our songs were hymns, but you were lacking trainers. We sang, then we encountered some setbacks. Mm-hmm. One of them was that our coordinator, who was by then Roosevelt, went on maternity leave.
Like, did you have to say that bit?
But it's part of the story. I'm sorry, but it's part of the story.
Okay,
yes.
All right.
Yeah, then along the way again, there was now a major setback. Uh-huh. COVID-19 came.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we could not do much because we could not meet, we could not sing together. Mm-hmm. So slowly by slowly,
it died a natural death.
Yes,
so hold it there. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you have heard, dear viewer, the idea was formed and people started along the way. Some decided to go on maternity leave and COVID came and like many children is our too. So we are going to sing this song. it's called the Lord's Prayer. If you don't get to understand the vernacular, but it's about the Lord's Prayer, Wono Maniepolo. So take it away with Wono Maniepolo. And when we come back, we'll get to hear how did the choir revive. Until now, it's looking as beautiful as this. Take it away.
Chiemo moro mowakawuono richo wa iweno kaka weyone ji kikiwe wadonje te reswa e richo gi ng'wono mari loch kiteko duto gin magi manyaka chieng' wuono mane polo nyinge mondo miluor losi mondo bi dwaro ni otimre miwa chiemo moro mowakawuono richo wa iweno kaka weyone ji kikiwe wadonje te reswa e richo gi ng'wono mari loch kiteko duto gin magi manyaka chieng'. Erokamano Nyasaye kuom ng'wono maduong' manitimona, imiya ngima gi teko gi duol mondo apaki. Timona imiya ngima gi teko gi duol mondo apaki. Adini onge Jehova dekora seko manitimona Imia gima geteko gedwa Mona paki Kadini onge Jehova Dekora sekola nono Omia tingo nyingi malo Ya eroda Chiptiena menayora Kimonda gipomte kona Seche duto Asikwami Ero kamano Nyasaye Kwongono madong manitimona Imi yange mageteko gedwa Ona paki Adini onge Jehova Dekora sekola nono Omi atimo nyingi malo Ya eroda Chiptiena menayora Kimonda gipomte kona Seche duto Asikwami
That's beautiful. You guys have done well. It's awesome. So along the way, some of the new members came in. Phyllis being one of them. Phyllis, tell us, somebody invited you into the choir.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. I was invited by Damaris Awino. I remember that day, we went for fellowship. Then after finishing the fellowship, she told me they were going to record Inuka. And being that I loved singing, I was born in an Anglican church. So I used to be a leader of a Sunday school. I was inspired to go and try doing a recording. Yeah.
So we ulianzia studio.
Exactly.
Hey, umeiva mbaya. All right. So you began at the studio,
Yeah.
and you have grown with the choir. I have seen your consistency, and it has been beautiful. And that is the story of, women reaching out to other women. And we have a song that we have done. It's called Njoni, where this Samaritan woman reaches out to, to the rest of, men and women, and just telling them, come see. Yeah, and that is your story. And I know many of us, even me at some point, I think I had slacked. And I remember Mercy calling me and telling me, hey, Naomi, you ought to be in this choir. And I'm telling you, these women are ministering to other women. So let's listen to this, one of my favorite songs, Njoni.
Tafadhali mwanamke nipe maji haya ya kisima, naona kiu. Hujuma kuu, kumuona Myahudi na Msamaria wakitangamana. Ni mwiko kwangu siwezi kuyatenda. Tafadhali mwanamke nipe maji haya ya kisima, naona kiu. Hujuma kuu, kumuona Myahudi na Msamaria wakitangamana. Ni mwiko kwangu siwezi kuyatenda. Njoni muone Rabi aliyenifunulia mambo yote. Uwezo wake ni wa ajabu, unazidi fikira za wanadamu. Anafafanua yasofafanuliwa na wanadamu, mafumbo yote yafumbua. Mkabidhi shida zako na yeye atazitatua. Njoni muone Rabi
Yes, dear viewer, welcome back. We have just listened to the beautiful song, Johnny. I love that song. Now we want to listen to a beautiful song called Sarah. You see, this choir, when we began, basically we focused on stories around women. We've done about the Samaritan woman, we've sung about Esther, and now we are singing about Sarah. It is one of those songs that just make us cry. And I know many women out there relate with this song. And so how I pray that you'd be inspired and that God will reach out to you, to your situation, even as you listen to this song called Sarah.
Tafakari kisa cha yule ajiri nyumbani mwa Ibrahimu. Alipata mtoto kutoka shauri ya Sara. Baadaye mambo yakabadilika, Sara akamdharau. Tafakari kisa cha yule ajiri nyumbani mwa Ibrahimu. Alipata mtoto kutoka shauri ya Sara. Baadaye mambo yakabadilika, Sara akamdharau. Sara alienda kwake Ibrahimu na akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatoridhi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo. Sara alienda kwake Ibrahimu na akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatoridhi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo. Asubuhi na mapema Ibrahimu akamfukuza jiri, akatoka kwa majonzi hadi jangwa la Beersheba. Kwa sababu ya uchovu aliamua kuweka mtoto chini. Mungu alisikia kilio chake akamnusuru. Asubuhi na mapema Ibrahimu akamfukuza jiri, akatoka kwa majonzi hadi jangwa la Beersheba. Kwa sababu ya uchovu aliamua kuweka mtoto chini. Mungu alisikia kilio chake akamnusuru. Sara alienda kwake Ibrahimu na akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatoridhi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo. Sara alienda kwake Ibrahimu na akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatoridhi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo. Sara alienda kwake Ibrahimu na akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatoridhi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo. Sara alienda akamwambia, mumeo mfukuze huyu mama na mtoto wake, maana hatorithi pamoja na mwanangu Isaka. Ibrahimu akawa na majonzi juu ya neno hilo.